Guest 81 said the fact the judge asked me to sit down means he's trying to establish authority over me, which means he does not have it yet. Who's guest 81?
Not I.
I don't know, the phone's open, man. He's not muted.
Hi, that's me. This is Nick.
Yeah, Nick. What I'm saying is, what are you doing with this? What does that statement mean?
My presumption that when a judge starts trying to issue commands, and I don't know how to say it, that I deflect their commands.
Well, instead of acting dishonorably, instead of acting, discourteously, why don't you take control of the court? Why don't you learn how to be the king? Why don't you learn how to be the man?
That's what I'm trying to do. I did file a couple of claims.
No. The judge asked you to sit down. Why don't you just ask him a nice, simple question? Say, if this seat's not taken, if this seat isn't taken, I believe I'm going to sit here. If this isn't anybody's seat, I believe I'm going to sit down here. You got to make it show that you wish to sit. Say, you know what? I believe I wish to sit down. Is this anybody's seat? No. Then you know what? I wish to be seated.
This is after he asked you to take a seat.
No, okay. The guy says take a seat. It's like, and then I just look around. It's like, is this seat spoken for? If nobody claims a seat, I wish to be seated. No, nobody claims a seat. Good. Then I wish to be seated.
It's okay to use the word wish, because I was warned against that.
Of course you always wish. You always wish. A man only man can make a wish. There's nothing else on planet Earth to make a wish other than a man.
Right. I was kind of counseled that it's a good idea to use the word require rather than wish.
No, I wish. Well, like I said, depends on when you feel like using the word.
If you have time.
Dude, it depends when it's appropriate. You asked a simple scenario that I don't think anybody's ever. The judge said about sitting down, and I don't do it. I give the judge a hard time, and I just give the judge a bunch of crap, and I just stand there like a punk bitch, and I say, "Fuck you, motherfucker! I'll sit when I goddamn want to because I got control over me. You don't got no authority over me." No, nobody asks me stuff like that. So if somebody asks me, stuff people don't ask. People say, you know what? That's a situation that people seem to have a real hard time handling. When any man on planet Earth would know how to handle it. If anybody's telling you to do something, you just you know what? Honestly, are you, ordering me or telling me to do something doesn't even register in my brain. But you know what? I'm not stupid, and I know they got 10,000 guns pointed at my head. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to still stay in control by taking over the situation by saying, you know what? If nobody claims the seat, I wish to be seated. Does anybody have a claim for the seat? No, then, you know what? I wish to sit down now. Does anybody have any objection to me sitting? No. Okay, well, then I wish to be seated.
Why can't you just say you prefer to stand?
You can prefer to stand. You could say whatever the F you want. But when you talk like me, they will shit their pants, okay? And now you could talk like you, and they don't give a rat's ass, okay? I'm just trying to teach you how to fucking shit their pants.
All right, I agree.
Go ahead. Go ahead and just say I prefer to stand. Go ahead. Go ahead, be a little bitch, and they don't give a shit. They'll know who the fuck you are. But if I walk around, if I'm looking around anytime they try to fucking tell me what to do, you know what? If nobody making a claim for this seat, you know what? I believe I wish to be seated. Yes. I shall see. I shall sit myself at this time. Yes, you know what? I think I will seat myself. Yes.
See, what Karl is saying is, you're basically doing what they're telling you to do, but you're doing it on your own terms, and you're taking the power.
Right.
Without contradicting.
Because I know they got 10,000 effing guns pointed at my head. I'm not stupid, man. I know when I'm being threatened. And I still know how to act like a man and still keep my pride. That's what I know how to do.
What I was doing was I will not be performing any of the court's administrative duties today. I'm a man. I will remain in peace and honor at court today.
I don't say any damn thing. There's nobody talking to me. There's no man talking to me.
Right.
There's no man talking to me. I have nothing to say to anybody other than a man. That's why everything I do is in writing. There's absolutely no man standing before this court. There's nothing but a bunch of statutes, masked persons. There's nothing there for me to communicate with.
They're in a different dimension. You know, it's like you go to the cemetery and you start talking to the people that are underground. You can't talk to them. They're in a different dimension. That's basically the same thing. And they can't talk to you from underground.
Sink in. I'm starting to get it. And I'll tell you, the sheriffs are standing behind me, licking their chops, thinking they're going to be able to stomp and pound on me. And when the judge doesn't tell them to do it, they're just stunned. I mean, I walk out of that courtroom and nobody can believe it. I didn't do a thing the judge said. Now I'm starting to learn I need to do what I decide to do.
But you want to do it in honor. No, because it's their court, man. You don't want to do what you want to do in their court, because if you're not kind of complying with what they're saying, you're going to be in dishonor and they're going to pounce on you. Because it's their court. No, yes, you're just a guest there.